What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to go viral on YouTube for info products and write million view video YouTube scripts with a proven system to go viral. As you can see here, videos like this getting over 1.5 million views. And I'm going to show you the exact framework that I use as a copywriter to write these scripts and a few things you can keep in mind when you are creating a YouTube video to sell something to an audience and really get the most out of it. This system is designed to do two things: get a ton of views, and as well take those views and actually monetize them even on a small channel. Before I even get into this, let me just share with you some results I've gotten so you don't even have to wonder if you should watch the rest of this video. This is a bunch of screenshots. We're going to zoom in here. These are all inside of YouTube Studio. So these are not like screenshots from an actual YouTube video. These are inside of someone's channel. 1.2 million views, top video 234K, 829,000 views, 603K, 445K, 226, 948,000, 435,000 views, 62K views, 96K views, 1.5 million views, and so forth. I have done well over 10 million views across YouTube with everybody that I've worked with. I know the platform better than a lot of people in this space, and I can tell you, if you just give me 15 minutes of your time right now, you are going to benefit a lot from this video, whether you're a copywriter doing this for clients or you run your own offer and you are trying to go viral on YouTube. So let's get into the first aspect of the video and how to write a viral script, which is going to be your intro. So this is the framework that I always use for intros. It is a 4-line framework that I always use, and I'm walking through it. So line one needs to be your hook, right? The biggest mistake a lot of creators make, or a lot of new copywriters make when writing these scripts, is they will go, "Welcome back to another video. I know I haven't posted on here in a minute, but I had a lot of stuff going on this month. My family was in town," and then your audience doesn't care about that, plain and simple. You need to go right into the hook, and this hook needs to do one of two things. In this video, I'll be showing you, revealing, breaking down, whatever you want to use, what the video covers and why the core problem or insight exists, right? So let's say we're doing a video for copywriters on why they can't sign clients. In this video, I'll be showing you exactly why you are struggling to sign copywriting clients and exactly how to fix it, right? Now, bonus points here. If you can match the exact phrase that you use in your thumbnail, that will also help the video do a lot better. Line 2, credibility discovery. Through working with clients in this space or whatever space you're in, you need to have some sort of social proof here, right? Because you need to sell the person on two things in this video. Two things in any YouTube video you post, let alone this one. You need to sell the person on that they have the problem that they clicked on the video to solve, and you need to sell the person on you being the person that's going to solve the problem for them, right? They can watch a million videos from a million different creators. Why are you the one person that can actually help them? So through working with clients in this situation, for instance, we have discovered that this one discovery frames the video, solves the problem. Line 3 is the purpose. And that's why I'm making this video today, to walk you through this system of how you can solve this problem, what the viewers will learn, and outcome will achieve. This is a skeleton of how to do this, and then line 4 is just a transition. Let's get right into it. Each line is one sentence. Line 1 should reference the video title. Line 2 establishes the authority through your own client experience. Line 3 states what they will learn and why it matters. Line 4 is always, let's get right into it. Use I or we just based on your own language, what you do, if that makes sense. So if you have a team and you want to say we, perfect, that's totally fine. So the first thing I want to get into now with the body, we have passed the intro. This, ideally, you want to keep this to 30 seconds to a minute. Now we go into the body. This is super important. Now, a lot of people, one of the mistakes they'll make is they'll put a CTA, let's say 6 minutes into the video. Now, you need to understand this from YouTube, and I'll actually even draw this out with a line. Your retention curve is going to be something like this, right? This is what your retention curve is most likely going to look like. A bunch of people are going to peak at the start of the video, and towards the end of the video, it's going to be lower. So, theoretically speaking, if we just do the simple math here, we have more people watching the video here. So why would we put the CTA 6 minutes into the video here? So this is the most important thing. If you are trying to monetize every single video, put the CTA in the first 90 seconds of the video. Plain and simple, put the CTA in the first 90 seconds of this video. And obviously speaking, this is an educational video. I'm not following all of these because, to be honest with you, I want you to get away from this video everything possible to help you sign clients in this, help your clients go viral if you're a copywriter, or if you are someone who is selling an offer and you want to use this for yourself. You can take this video and you can run with it and get millions of views yourself. That is why I am making this. It's generally just to help all you guys. And I'm purposely not doing the structure in this video because I want this to be authentic. I want this to feel like, kind of a class for you guys. But if you are someone who does run an offer and you do want me to directly help you with this, I'll leave a link down below. You can book a consultation call. Again, it's completely free. It's not with a closer. I generally promise you we can hop on, chop it up, and I can generally just walk you through why this will really help you and how to take this forward. But let's get into the body here. So the section 1, you want to establish the problem, right? So again, I always tell people this, and I always try to convey this concept. People will run way farther away from pain than they will towards pleasure. So how does that incorporate into a YouTube video? If I start the video by saying, in this video, you are going to sign your first copywriting client. That's amazing. Cool, right? However, if I say, this is why you're not getting any responses to your cold outreach, one of those makes you more emotionally involved with the video, right? There's a famous analogy called the fat kid and the ice cream truck. And a kid sees an ice cream truck, right? He's going to walk outside. He's going to be really excited. He's going to go try to get an ice cream. But if that ice cream truck drives away, he's not going to walk over broken glass. He's, not going to run into oncoming traffic to get the ice cream truck because the only thing he gains is an ice cream. But if you put that kid or that person, in a life or death situation, they're going to run a lot faster. So the point here is that people need to feel the pain of the problem that they have. Section 2, you need to explain why this matters, right? Why? What is the problem? Why is the effect of this problem harming you, right? You're not getting a response to your cold outreach. You're not signing clients. You're not making money. You need to kind of twist the knife a little bit here. Why does this section matter? Section 3, go deeper into the mechanics or consequences, right? Give the viewer a real understanding of how this works and why they are actually struggling with this. What happens if they don't fix this problem? Now, CTA number 1, I always like to do another mid-video CTA with the funnel link, whatever it might be, because you do want to kind of re-engage that. Maybe they didn't click the first CTA. Maybe they didn't interact with the first CTA in the first 90 seconds because maybe they just wanted to see if the video is valuable. That's a big thing, right? A lot of people want to get the value before they go interact with you, book a call, click your funnel, etc. So you want to have this down here because what it will do is anybody that was feeling skeptical about this CTA, they're going to engage with this. Section 4, pivot to solutions or continue building. So you kind of have some free reign here because people that are generally watching up to this point are going to keep watching. So you want to shift the problem to the path forward, right? Introduce what can be done about this. And again, if you are doing this for clients, if you're a copywriter doing this for clients, you don't want to do these word for word. You want to give your clients the freedom to generally be themselves, right? That's the most important thing. Let them show personality. So I like to give framework mechanisms here. Section 5, expand solutions or show consequences in case of inaction. So you want to expand on the solution of what you are trying to show them how to do. Let's say I'm showing you a cold DM framework, right? And here I'm also going to keep hinting at what happens if you don't take action in doing so. CTA 2, literally just transition it to the final section. This is just going to be the complete big picture. How do you bring the entire concept of the video together? How do you, just basically create an all-in-one roadmap to where somebody can take it and then just move forward with the video and execute everything properly. This is my favorite 6-section structure on how to make and script a viral video. You can apply this directly to your own videos or for your clients. Now let's talk outros. And generally speaking, one of the biggest mistakes I see people make when creating their own scripts or creating a script for a copywriting client is they don't care about the outro. It's no one's going to watch the outro. Not true, and you need to do this very specifically. It's very important. You always want to summarize the video in the outro. Now that you've seen summary of what was covered, key insight or transformation, you can go out and get the outcome that you want. So I'll use the same copywriting client example. Now that you've seen my exact system on how to sign copywriting clients in 2026, you can go out, send some cold DMs, and start actually booking calls this week. Would be a great example of what you could say in the script there. If you want help achieving the general outcome for this, client's niche, click the link below to funnel specific CTA. I will see you in the next video. Rules here. Start that now you've seen, or any sort of like general phrase. I kind of just like said this in here. Summary should hit the key points that repeat the whole video. State what they can do now. Understand? You want to make the CTA general to the client's needs. Don't make this video specific. So what this means is like, if you have a video on like, let's say you're selling a coaching program on cold DMs, right? Or cold outreach. You're selling a coaching program on how to do cold outreach. If I make the CTA general to the video and the video is subject lines for cold email outreach, if you make the CTA, like if you want my exact system on subject lines for cold emails, click the link below and watch my free training. Your VSL is not about subject lines. People are going to click off. It's not going to convert. So make it general. Like if you want cold outreach help, do that. So now let's talk about key takeaways for all of these. How do we put this entire script structure together and get views again like this, and all these, right? Do's and don'ts. Echo the video title in the hook. This is super important. You want to repeat the video title in the hook, because what you're doing is you're basically just playing with human psychology. So whenever somebody sees a title, they're visually looking at the title and reading it. And then if they hear it, they hear the exact phrase in the title, that is going to register with multiple senses and they're going to be more engaged. Keep each part to one sentence. You don't want to make all of these like massive run-on sentences. Ground credibility in your client experience. If you don't have any experience, you can make this in a creative way. So I guess like what I would probably guess if you don't have experience is you're probably like, maybe a copywriter that is like, maybe making a video to get inbound lead clients. If you don't have any client case studies, you can simply say, like, instead of being like through working with clients, you can be like, this exact system I'm about to show you has done this for this niche. You can make it generalized. Don't drift from the title or make it generic. Don't run-on sentences. Don't make vague claims about your expertise. Just list what the video covers. So you don't want to be like, this video will cover this, 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 and this. And just say, let's get into it. You don't need to use some crazy transition one. Body. Make section 1 about the problem or the pain. So always want to kind of like amplify why they're on the video a little bit. And it's okay to like kind of dig into that a little bit. Like that's a big misconception. People are like, oh, I don't want to go into the problem because I don't want to like hurt the audience. But if you have this crazy, amazing solution and the only way to capture somebody's attention is to amplify the problem a little bit, that is okay in your videos. You always want to build stakes before you offer answers. That is like the most important thing. Give each section a very clear objective. Use specific examples, scenarios, and numbers. So if you have a client case study, if you're an info product and you're selling something to the audience, use numbers and like real, data. That helps a lot. So jump straight into solutions. This is a big one here, and also this is for script writing here. If you're like a copywriter writing scripts, you always just like prompt the person you're writing the script for, like talk about, explain, discuss, etc. This is kind of also the structure I use for copywriting. So you never want to assume the viewer already cares. You never want to let your sections blur together. You don't want to just jump straight into the solution. That's a big mistake as well. You don't want to just jump right into the solution. It's not going to do anything. You don't want to just write generic advice you can find on Google or anybody would give. Restate questions in different words or to start bullets randomly. CTAs, keep CTAs aligned to the niche offer, match, your own funnel type. Obviously, these kind of go without saying. We already talked about video-specific CTAs, so I really need to cover that. And CTA 1 abruptly. So what I mean by this is like, if you just go like right here, be like, in the middle of the video, you're like, click the link in the description for coaching, and then you just go right into the solution, the first section, people are going to drop off. You need to be natural with it. You need to be conversational. Outros. Start with like, now you've seen this, now you've, like seen why this is important, right? Summarize your points, state the outcome that the people can now achieve again. That's very, very important. Always end it with something like, I'll see you in the next video. We'll see you in the next video. I'll post more of these, like just something that's casually like, just giving them like a goodbye. Keep the outro content on bullet if you're doing copywriting stuff. I always just kind of tell people like make sure it's word for word. Start with anything else. Don't Just don't get creative here. Like, this works. Just copy that. Don't repeat the whole video either. One sentence should be enough to summarize the whole video. And if you can't summarize your entire video in the outro in one sentence, you need to go back and figure out, like, your video needs to be more specific. So biggest thing here that I want to cover, and these do's and don'ts, you can pause and read these, is this. You don't want to be generic, right? So I'm going to go as far as saying that this entire framework right here will fall to pieces if you are too generic. And what I mean by that is, if you, in your section 1 section, for example, if you're like, oh yeah, this problem has, hurt a lot of people, that's not going to do anything. People are not going to engage with that. They're not going to feel like they resonate with it. You need to be specific. You need to really understand. And if you don't understand your niche, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's very important that you go do market research on who your ICP is. And if you are somebody that already has a channel, or if you have a client who already has a channel, very easy. Go to their most popular videos, sort by popularity, and figure out what topics does your audience resonate with. Then look at the worst performing videos, figure out what topics your audience doesn't resonate with. That is like the cream of the crop here for going viral on YouTube. So that is my entire A to Z system on how to go viral on YouTube, both from a copywriting perspective and if you have an info product or consulting company that you are trying to get clients from YouTube organic. This is exactly how I would go about doing it. And yeah, this is literally the entire system. A to Z. You can pause this mirror board at any moment if you want. I try to zoom into everything so you guys can all see it pretty easily. If you guys want me to make more of these, let me know in the comments. It's just super fun to make. And if you want to get any help with this, you have any questions on this, my Instagram is in the description. If you're a copywriter looking for help, feel free to DM me and answer any questions. If you want coaching, the link to Copy MBA is in the description. I don't sell my own coaching program. I'm very transparent about that on my channel. I promote the coaching program that I purchased when I started copywriting, because if someone likes my content, I want you guys to be able to follow the exact steps that I took when I started A to Z, because I believe you can all do the same exact thing. So that link is in the description. If you are an offer owner and you need help with YouTube, I will leave a link to my Calendly in the description, and you can check that out. Again, this is not a pressure call whatsoever. I can literally just give you advice on how to grow your channel, and if it's a good fit, I can run you through exactly what it would look like to work together. I know for a fact I could definitely help you. I've done this with a million different channels, as you can see here. This is like a tenth of the screenshots. I honestly just got bored of screenshotting things on desktop, if I'm being honest. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video.